Today I'm going to do a little soft-spoken video about kind of like how I would like my mornings to go. And I actually finally lugged into the filming room my morning beverages that I always talk about. So you can see them, like not IRL, but IRL. But before we get into it, you know what we gotta do? Channel maintenance, channel hygiene. Channels are Tamagotchis. So, if you're new here, welcome to my nonsense. If you're old here, welcome back, OGs. If you're new here, please consider hitting subscribe. And if you're old here, go double check. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit the like if you like. Leave a comment. It can be anything related to the video. It can just be a hello, a few emojis, whatever, as long as it's cool and respectful. Hit the notification bell. As always, I will link my tip jars down yonder in the description box. No pressure whatsoever, but every $1 or $2 helps. That is what allows me to continue to make content. Also, you are invited to my Patreon. I know not everybody can come, but you can't say you weren't invited. You want the smoke? Patreon. Link is down below. I was even toying with the idea of doing the YouTube membership. And then I'm like, well, should I make it this same stuff I put on Patreon so that if you don't like to leave the platform of YouTube, it's just right there? Or should it be its own thing? I do not need two of these. I don't know. That's just somewhere bouncing back and forth in my head, because I know a lot of people don't like to go figure out Patreon. It's not hard. Once you just click on it, it'll walk you through. But some people just don't like to leave the platform. Okay. Trident cinnamon. I did my nails. Don't look too close. This is probably one of the worst jobs I've ever done. I just kept getting glue everywhere. It was a bit of a shit show. But far away, they're kind of cool. Like they're like a glazed lemon kind of, but almost have like a vampire. Like this is how I imagine a real vampire's nails would look. Okay, so I have been lucky enough to have started drinking coffee again in the late mornings without getting sick. So, but typically it makes me sick, so I go months without having coffee in the morning and I'm only able to drink it in the afternoons. So what I drink in the morning instead is matcha latte, cafe style, sweetened, jade leaf. I can't do that, but my oldest daughter can. She was a barista for a while. Premium barista crafted mix, and this is the big one. I would even buy a bigger one if they had it. This I think I buy once a month. It's like $45 on Amazon. Trust that whatever I spend here is less than I spend when I was still allowing myself to get coffee from a coffee place. Oh look, I see a little gray hair right there. Let's just tuck it for now. Tucker better not start barking right now. I'm gonna bring him in here. I did the number crunching one time. Now this is back when I worked a lot doing cosmetic tattoo, and there was a Starbucks right next door, and it was bad. So we don't want to go back to that. So we'll just get some home stuff that and I've went several months. I mean, I've had stages in my life where I've been broke, and I would go buy Aldi. The big thing of just like the Aldi coffee, like no name coffee, and that will do it. Like, you can train yourself to like shitty coffee. I mean, I've been in the rooms of AA, NA, whatever. Like, you can train yourself to like shitty coffee. But right now I'm in like an in-between stage. I like decent stuff. So this is for a hot matcha latte. You're gonna whisk or shake 1 scoop which is 2 teaspoons of matcha latte mix. Use 1.5 scoops if you like yours more flavorful, which I do. I definitely do 1.5 because it's not cutting it when I do the first recommendation. When well mixed, add to hot milk, plant-based or dairy. I use almond. Oh no, he's not going to start doing that. Tucker's last day here. It's been about almost 2 weeks, so we'll get to that. I usually do iced. 99% of the time I do iced, which is whisk or shake 1 scoop, 2 teaspoons of matcha latte, and it says use 1.5 scoops if you like yours more flavorful, into a 1/4 cup of water. When well mixed, add to cold milk, plant-based or dairy, and then pour over iced. I double that and I make a big venti tumbler of iced matcha latte. And I even have a frappe one on here, which I've never tried. My husband's typically the blender guy. I'm scared of the blender. So maybe I can get him to make me this blended matcha frappe. Blend all ingredients together on your blender's highest setting until smooth. Pour into 2 glasses and optionally top off with whipped cream and enjoy. It's 3 scoops of mix, 1.5 cups or half and half, and a cup of ice. What is matcha, you ask? The origin is Uji and Kagoshima, if I said that right, Japan. Matcha is pure high-grade green tea leaves from Japan that are ground into an ultra-fine powder. For centuries, monks have enjoyed matcha prior to extended meditation sessions. There's a little error on there too. Matcha to prior to. And you can learn more at jleaf.com. They're on Instagram too. I've been using this brand for years. 100 servings in this container. Plant-based, dairy-free, freshness sealed. So if there's 100 servings in here and it lasts me a month, I mean, I don't do math, so it's whatever. Also, my toddler loves to siphon matcha latte. I don't know what the caffeine content is. I don't care. We were drinking Diet Cokes at 2 years old. So. Other countries and in my home, we don't limit coffee. Obviously, I'm not throwing sugar drinks and pops at the kids, but if they want to sip on a coffee at any age, they can. It's a free country. You'd think. So for that, I use, now you aren't supposed to do this, but again, it's so freaking good. Mean Girls limited edition. So when they finally quit this, my heart is going to freaking collapse. This is the Mean Girls limited edition pink creamer, and the flavor is pink frosting. Coffee Mate. Mean Girls 20th anniversary. They better keep this. I'm not a regular creamer. I'm a pink creamer. That's so fetch. Gluten-free, non-dairy, and cholesterol-free. So, like, I can have this. Probably not supposed to put as much in as I do, but a delicious morning ritual. Let's raise our mugs each morning to helping build a better future by using less plastic. Since 2018, we've reduced the amount of plastic in Coffee Mate packaging by 2.6 million pounds. Okay. Go you. Use in moderation. For your perfect cup should be 1 tablespoon. It's 35 calories. I use more than 1 tablespoon. So that is my matcha latte. Usually an iced matcha latte, and I sip on that for like 2 hours in the morning. But lately, like I said, I've been able to stomach coffee, so I have been. And my go-to summer iced coffee recipe. I have a what's the brand? I don't know what the brand is, but it's a coffee maker that does iced or hot, and it was $60 at Target, and it's lasted me years. This was some of the best $60 I ever spent. I use it every single day, rain, sleet, or snow. And I make iced coffee every single day, pretty much. In the winter, sometimes I crave a hot, and I just go through phases. Sometimes I'm a hot coffee person, but I don't recommend this one hot. And it is the Target brand Good and Gather toasted coconut. I don't even like coconut. I don't like pina colada. I don't like fresh coconut. I don't like artificial coconut. I love this. Naturally flavored toasted coconut with other natural flavors. Toasted coconut notes balanced with sweetness. No artificial flavors. Light roast ground coffee. And I know you're not really supposed to use light roast iced, but I'm telling you to try it. Great taste from natural flavors. Every Good and Gather flavored coffee is created with you in mind. Our coffees are taste tested to bring you great tasting natural flavors that do not contain artificial flavors, artificial sweeteners, or synthetic colors. An expertly flavored light roast Good and Gather toasted coconut flavored coffee is made of fair trade certified Arabica beans from Latin America. Toasted coconut notes balance the sweetness in this irresistible light roast coffee. I hope they never quit making this. The vanilla one is really good. The strawberry one is excellent. I love to get the strawberry one around Valentine's Day because they don't even have it in store in my area until around Valentine's Day, or like winter. I don't know when it is, but I know I get it usually around Valentine's Day. I think I can order it, but I'd have to put in an order big enough to do free shipping because I'm not paying for shipping on one bag of coffee. I'll start with fresh water. Use 1 to 2 tablespoons of coffee for every 6 ounces of water. Adjust strength to your personal taste. Storage to maintain freshness. After opening, roll bag tightly and seal using attached flexible tie or transfer to an airtight container, which is what I do. I have a coffee designated container. I think my kid is up. Coffee will taste best when brewed within a week of opening. Strong coffee in the refrigerator or freezer is not storing coffee in the refrigerator or freezer is not recommended. I know people that do it. Why? Why not? It's got the Good and Gather promise of 100% satisfaction guarantee or your money back. Fair trade certified. So, toasted coconut. Now, this is really, really good, but it's even better with a specific creamer. Look at, I got like glue popping out of all my nails. It's okay. And that creamer is Coffee Mate coconut cream. I just put one of my friends onto this and she was making it. She's like, this tastes better than any drink I have been getting at a coffee shop. And I said, yes, it does. And thank God it does, because if I had tried this from a coffee shop and didn't know what it was, like this mix, I would be heavily addicted in spending $8 2 times a day. So, 2 times richer than milk. And here's the little coconut. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not a coconut lover. I love this. And then I love the coconut version of the Lindor balls. The white chocolate and the coconut ones are my favorite. Other than that, I hate coconut. I like the smell. I like shampoo that's coconut. I like candles that are coconut. I like suntanny coconut type smells, perfumes. But taste wise, two things. It's this coffee mix and then the Lindor coconut balls. America's #1 creamer, coffee's perfect mate. Take a sip and start your morning in paradise with this sweet, decadent coconut cream flavor. Gluten-free, non-dairy, and cholesterol-free. I'm glad I found out it's non-dairy because I've been struggling with dairy. So now I feel even less guilty about this because I sure did think it had dairy in it. Shake before you use, do not freeze. My husband has become like a coffee creamer go-getter because I tend to run out of coffee creamer like before it's time to grocery shop, and he usually does like the quick stuff. So he knows can't mess this up and expect a happy home. All right, so I'm probably gonna make a whole other video about all this other morning stuff, or like just stuff that I'm trying to get my days to run a little bit better and start to train my toddler that like it's time for mom to start doing her own stuff too while he plays and stuff. And I wish I had started this at the beginning of summer, because now we're like midsummer and I'm going to be back to work and it's going to be even more chaotic, but I think we'll get a good start because I have like a solid month or so now, and if we start these routines that I'm trying to integrate. But I did want to say something that's been frustrating me lately. I keep going on YouTube to find like mom content, mom enrichment, like right now I'm trying to put together a morning basket, and hopefully I can do a whole video once I get it put together. Now, what is a morning basket? It's a basket with your planner, your journal, maybe your Kindles in there, just things that you need in your morning, and then like a couple like I would throw a tarot deck in mine. I would throw something spiritual, like a daily devotional. But every time I get into this type of content on YouTube, I can't find moms that are doing it that aren't heavily spiritual, heavily Christian, or heavily religious, or like just heavily like super like they make the whole video is almost about that. And so if you have any recommendations that are just like kind of spiritually ambiguous, like now technically I am a Christian, but it's liquid. I'm religiously liquid, spiritually liquid. So I don't want content that's like super anything. But and that's me as, you know, a person I'm a mom, a woman, so I imagine if you are a guy, or if you are they, them, if you don't identify as like this specific, then it's probably even harder. And I don't even know specifically what I'm looking for, or how to word it, or how to articulate it. But I noticed that when I'm on YouTube trying to put together like even for the homeschool stuff, like trying to homeschool my my toddler a little bit, just a little bit, it always takes these turns on YouTube, and I'm like, not what I'm looking for. And if you leave the TV on long enough on YouTube, you're into like Kelsey Ray territory. You're into like off the deep end territory. And I'm like, So if you have any recommendations that are kind of just real practical parenting channels that might have what I'm looking for, morning baskets, just teaching your toddlers, light homeschooling, but not like unschooling, spiritual enrichment, but not like crazy off on the fringes, not political. I mean, everything's political, you know what I mean, but not like, that's not heavily the vibe. Please do let me know, and I will make another video on what I would like my morning basket when that's done, and then how I would like to incorporate like some things that are going to make my day easier and some things that I just need to start doing as to take care of myself. I'm still in my Betsy Johnson pajamas. I'm partially ready, but I'm not fully dressed yet for the day, so I don't know when this will go up. It might even go up today, but if you watched this all the way to the end, thank you very much. I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, good night, sleep, and I will see y'all real soon.